Alright y'all, so it seems like the YouTubers went on Black Ops 7 and tested the SBMM, the skill-based matchmaking. It's more wisdom. Welcome back to the channel. Leave a like and subscribe. We got the true epic gamer right here saying everyone's lying. SBMM is not even in Black Ops 7. So let's see what they did based on their test. And then we got another YouTuber, Merc Music, who said, did they lie about SBMM in Black Ops 7? He also tested it. Let's see by the end. Did they actually lie about SBMM in Black Ops 7? And I also tested it myself too, which you guys will see at the end.
Black Ops 7 is finally here. In Treyarch, they actually did exactly what they promised. Skill-based matchmaking is gone, and I don't know why all the other YouTubers are pretending that it's not. It honestly makes no sense to me. Every big creator is screaming that skill-based matchmaking is back, but the only skill-based matchmaking in the game is in one single mode that's pretty obviously labeled for the people that actually want it.
Alright, I don't know if this guy's rage baiting or what, but just in the first 30 seconds, those are some crazy claims to make that everybody's lying about the SBMM and that they clearly put a label on the different ones. Yeah, those labels are lying, but maybe not. Let's keep seeing what they tested.
You know, the dads who just worked a 12-hour shift and they don't want any chance whatsoever to play against Prime Scumper Jumper. They also have a place to go. But for the rest of us, the default matchmaking in Black Ops 7 is open, exactly like Treyarch said it would be. No hidden skill-based matchmaking, no secret MMR, just random lobbies with a mix of good players and bad players, just like the old days.
Nope.
I played for about 10 hours grinding out camos, and I can say without...
Bro, you're turning around jump shot and drop shotting everybody versus scumper jumpers yourself. What are we talking about right now?
Without a doubt, this feels nothing, and I mean nothing, like the past few years of extreme skill-based matchmaking that we've had to go through. The lobbies are actually mixed. Sometimes you're dropping the highest kill streak in the game, and sometimes you're getting completely destroyed. But it's natural. It doesn't feel like it's forced in any way. It really does just feel like you're playing against random players the way it should be. And keep in mind, I was playing the game early, meaning that the only people online were the New Zealand sweats. Everybody knows that everybody in there was sweating.
Hey, bro, look at all the jump shotting you're doing, bro. This guy must just be rage baiting or something. This is so BS to me. I mean, literally look at the person he eliminated. Level 26 and already has a nuclear calling card. Is that for a nuke? You got a nuke and you're only level 26, no prestige? Oh, nah. I'm not trying to play that Call of Duty game. Let's see what Merc Music really tested, bro. I feel like that dude's straight rage baiting. Let me see. I feel like Merc Music did a real solid test on SBMM as well. I also did one too.
Did they lie about skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 7? What's up guys, this is Merc Music and welcome back to some more Black Ops 7. As we know, for BO7's multiplayer, Treyarch decided to change how matchmaking would work for BO7's multiplayer. As we can see, we now have open playlists as well as persistent lobbies as the default matchmaking experience for the game's multiplayer, at least for the most part. And as you can see, it says matchmaking where skill is minimally considered. Now here's the thing, and I know I'm probably a little guilty of this as well, because for a lot of people it's been easier to just refer to this as the no skill-based matchmaking playlist, but the truth is that there probably is still some skill-based matchmaking in there because we don't exactly know what this wording means. They're just saying that skill is minimally considered, but what exactly does that mean? And does this actually mean that there's still skill-based matchmaking in BO7's multiplayer? That's what I want to try to find out today. As you guys probably know, I ran some similar tests when they first added this open mosh pit into the Black Ops 7 multiplayer beta. And in that video, I did a little back and forth test where I tested the open mosh pit to see how it played out, and then I also compared it to essentially what is now the standard mosh pit, which by the way, yes, Black Ops 7's multiplayer does still have skill-based matchmaking. It's just that it's not really what a lot of people will choose, and you have to kind of go out of your way to play it. Every featured game mode you're seeing right here, as well as the quick play filter, even for hardcore, all of this is open playlists with the persistent lobbies, with the whole minimal skill consideration for matchmaking. But if you go ahead and switch on over here to standard matchmaking, which is so weird that they call it standard, this is definitely the new standard. It's not how things used to be. But as you can see for this description, it says matchmaking where skill is an important consideration, which heavily implies that this playlist is where you can find strong skill-based matchmaking in the multiplayer. So here's how I'm going to test this, and these are the things I'm going to be looking out for. I'm only going to be running these tests in the open core mosh pit as well as the standard mosh pit because they feature the exact same game modes. And
yep, see, that's exactly the test I did. I wanted to go within the open and the standard mosh pit playlist for these game modes in Black Ops 7 and really test the SBMM, and I did that. You guys can find that in the link in the description below to my video where I actually tested SBMM too.
Maps. I'm gonna play some matches in both of these mosh pits, and these are the things I'm gonna be looking out for. Time to match. How long does it actually take to find a game in each of these playlists? And when I do join a match, is it going to be a new lobby or is it gonna be a game in progress? What are the overall player levels and prestiges looking like in these matches? Is there any kind of gameplay variety based off of the weapons people are using, or are they just gonna be using the meta weapons? Is the match gonna feel casual or is it gonna feel sweaty? What's the connection experience feeling like?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, you can go through 900 million things. I could have went through a billion different tests, but to me, that casual or sweaty thing, it just used to be so peak in Call of Duty where you actually had a choice. You could literally go into a casual game mode where, yeah, you might run into like some really sweaty people, but you could back out and find another lobby and it would actually be super casual. Now it's just sweaty back to back to back. And like I said, you used to have a choice, right? So you'd literally be able to go into a whole different game mode that was a CDL League game mode based on something that was meant to be way more tryhard and super serious and all this, right? Like essentially a ranked mode in Call of Duty. Bro, they ruined it, man. They just ruined it. But let's see from his full test too, though. I mean,
and at the end of the match, how were the teams balanced? And then for my own sake, at the end of the match, I'm going to give myself a survey and ask, did I have fun or enjoy the match? And did I do well or did I do poorly? Even though these are just some initial tests, this is going to be way more extensive than what I tested in the beta. So if you guys do enjoy this video and you want to see some more stuff like this on the channel, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'm also just going to be using this class. I'm going to be trying to do some daily challenges and
facts. Go subscribe to Merc Music too, bro.
Just gonna try to play and progress like I typically would in any other match. But yes, our first match is going to be in the open core mosh pit, and let's see how long it takes to find a game starting now.
All right, I think I saw this one. This was like 37 seconds or something like that in a different clip I saw.
Okay, I counted like 38 seconds. I'm not 100% if that's right because I'm gonna have to count it with editing, but I'll have the actual timer on the screen for you guys so you'll see exactly how long it takes, but that felt way longer than how it was compared to the beta, which honestly is kind of a red flag. And we are not joining a new lobby. This is a game that's already been in progress, so that's not great either. But at the same time, that is to be expected when you're doing the open playlists, because technically with classic matchmaking, they're just trying to throw you into a game as fast as possible, and they don't really care if it's a new game or if it's something that's already been going on. The classic matchmaking should be just trying to find you a game as fast as possible with a good connection, and ideally with players of similar skill levels, which by the way, if we take a look at this lobby, we actually do have some pretty low levels, at least on this team. We have a level 16, level 32, level 31, as well as a first prestige level 8, and then you have my nerdy ass over here, second prestige level 25, and on the other team, there's two level 55s who refuse to prestige. We have a level 41, and then we have a bunch of first prestigers. So overall, it's kind of a decent mix, but here's one thing I want to say, and it's kind of the catalyst for why I wanted to run this test again. I noticed ever since entering second prestige, I've been seeing more players in my lobbies who are also prestige. I've been seeing that as well as, oh my god, nice. I've been seeing more players who are also level 55s that refuse to prestige, and it does kind of have me wondering this. Even if they're trying to claim that we have minimal skill-based matchmaking now, I do still wonder if the game potentially has engagement optimized matchmaking. What the f—
Bro, you playing versus that too, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I've always said that it's not such a problem to have people that are high skilled in your game. It's just annoying when you don't have a choice of what to play against. Like, you literally used to have a casual game mode you could go into, or something that was gonna have people like Maui right there with the name like that and all the super short name and all that, bro. It used to be a choice, bro. And it wouldn't be filled up with your lobby too. Like, even in the casual, you might find a couple Mauis like that, but you're not gonna find a full team of Mauis every single time, and then somehow your team doesn't have people that are performing like that.
What the fuck was that? Oh, this guy with the knife is a demon. That's actually impressive.
Oh,
I mean,
nah, that's crazy.
You gotta do some crazy shit to do well with a knife, for sure. I can't even be mad about that, but that's just crazy. Look.
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to be mad. I get it. People are skilled at the game, and good for them. It's just, like, literally, certain people want to just have a certain experience in the game, and they should be able to have that based on the game being more casual or being more sweaty, and you should literally be able to have a choice, like the CDL League playlist like they used to have, bro. They figured it out. They figured out their whole like sauce back then. They could have just kept going with that. I don't know why they started changing stuff. I guess they found this new sauce that obviously hurts the core community, but they don't care about us, bro. They care about making more money, and I guess that's what this is doing for them.
Look at him. I mean, that's what happens when he's not moving. It's just a sitting robot duck. Give me some headshots, please. Thank you. I'm trying to work on the camos too. But yes, in terms of the gameplay variety and the things people are using, that is good to see. It's nice to see that there's a variety of playstyles. I saw a guy sniping in here. You got the robot freak going melee only. But there's also some players just using some regular stuff in here too. I'm also just now realizing that my streaks are broken. For some reason, I still have default streaks, even though I equipped a UAV and a counter UAV, so that's kind of weird. So I'm not gonna mess with my streaks no matter what we do now. I'm trying to leave as many variables untouched as possible, and I'm gonna try to make sure that the only real variable is, you know, changing playlists. But yeah, overall this match, I feel like there is some decent variety. It doesn't feel overly sweaty. I've definitely played sweatier matches. And when I'm looking at the weapons in the kill feed, I actually am seeing some decent variety, which, you know, it's not always gonna be the case, even in the open mosh pit. Because some of the most common weapons I've been seeing people spam is 100% the M15 as like the #1 weapon of the game. But also this weapon right here, the Drivek 45. It's actually a pretty solid SMG.
And I also did another video where I tested streamers' meta weapons, because a lot of the streamers were saying, hey, the Drivek 45, the one that he just said right there, the M15 that he also just said right there as being the most used weapons in the game. He said those streamers were saying those were the metas, as well as this other shotgun, like Akita or something like that, where it's like super overpowered. It's like a fully automatic shotgun, bro. It's crazy. I tested all 3 of those too.
Now, I'm just using it because I really haven't used it at all, and I'm trying to use the SMGs and the ARs a little bit more, trying to get those camos going. But yeah, when it comes to the connection experience, overall, the connection feels pretty good. One thing I have noticed that's very different about the open mosh pit compared to the standard one, at least like how it was in the beta, and even just like strong skill-based matchmaking in recent COD games, is that typically when they're strong skill-based, I end up having a worse connection, and I also get packet bursts. That's actually been one of my biggest issues in recent years, and it's crazy because I also have gigabit fiber internet, which, you know, I really should not be having a bad connection experience.
Yeah, with fiber internet or whatever, bro. Nah. That, I mean, that, like, to have such good internet like that and all these things, and so many streamers have shown that they've had like really good PCs and all this type of good equipment, internet, all this. You should be set up for a good time on the game, bro. Cost a lot of money to have that type of internet, to have those type of PCs and all that. The game is just not optimized, bro. I'm telling you, like, they just don't give us a brand new game anymore. It's literally at the same price, obviously inflated now, right, with inflation. So it's $70 for the game, not 60 now. But it's still, the thing is, it's still full price for the Call of Duties, but we're not getting the full Call of Duty game every year like we used to get. It's just not. It's like a half of a game. It's like an addition to what the last game was.
To play with players of similar skill levels, and it doesn't prioritize good connection. I guess that's what you get in these newer Call of Duty games, which is just wild.
It's just
also,
wild.
Can we please just delete drone pods? This isn't even hardcore. Why
delete the drones. Delete the drones. It's annoying.
Wow, what a...
I mean, I don't even play the game, but the little bit of it I played, those were one of the most annoying things. But at this point, I don't even care if y'all delete it, because I'm not playing it. But
what a waste of active camo. I use it and then instantly have to break it. But yes, now that we're in the match, we can kind of just play and chill and talk. One thing I do want to point out, which I think is the most suspect part of this entire test so far, is how long it took to find this match compared to how it worked in the beta. And keep in mind, that's the beta compared to the full game where, you know, everyone has their copies. They bought the game, or they're using Game Pass, they're playing now.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I made that guy rage quit. Uh-oh. But if I'm not mistaken, when we ran this test, when they first added the open mosh pit in the beta, it took like 4 or 5 seconds to get put into a lobby. I'm
gonna just go back real quick.
Now. Oh my goodness. Oh, I made that guy.
31 and 22. Did you see that? Bro, Nick, I mean, I almost said Nick Merckx, bro. Merck Music, bro. He's a really good player at the game, right? And for him to be going 31 and 22 with a 1.41 KD, that just shows that SBMM is kicking in, bro. It's just here. It's just still here to stay right now, bro. I mean, that's everybody. Murda Show was just saying the same thing. Another YouTuber saying how he was, you know, putting his all out there on the line, doing his best to work in the game, and still was pulling off numbers like this, 30 and 15, 30 and 20, whatever. Bro, me too. I was having the same numbers too. It's not fun. It's not fun like it used to be.
I rage quit. Uh-oh. But if I'm not mistaken, when we ran this test, when they first added the open mosh pit in the beta, it took like 4 or 5 seconds to get put into a lobby. I'll try to find that video and I'll have the exact numbers and I'll have the exact reference for you guys. But yeah, safe to say though that it took way less time in the Black Ops 7 beta compared to the full launch of the game. And it's like, bro, the game just dropped. There should be millions of players online. It should not be taking this long to find a match, especially in a mosh pit where it's searching for all kinds of different game modes. The mosh pit has Team Deathmatch, the most popular, most played game mode of all time, in there. And granted, we got a hardpoint lobby, but in the mosh pit playlist, we could have gotten anything though. We could have gotten TDM, kill confirmed, hardpoint domination, overload even. And that's what raises the question whenever it takes that long to find a match is why is it actually taking that long? Is it because the minimal part of the skill-based matchmaking is maybe not actually that minimal? Who's to say? I mean,
Is it because that minimal part is just not that minimal? Like I saw another clip of somebody making fun of it saying that minimal part is really maximum. I don't even have to go any further. I recommend you guys actually go watch this full video right here because this is a great video so far and I can tell that the rest of it is probably really just as great. Shout out to Merc Music. Go watch his full video in the link in the description. Thank you guys for watching this. Like I said, I did literally test the Black Ops 7 SBMM myself. So go watch me test that right now. I'll leave it on screen right here so you guys can watch it. Just go see how I tested it and just see for yourselves. And obviously comment down below your thoughts too.